So, what is your concept in the overarching research question?
We set out to answer the question of would individuals with dietary restrictions benefit from having a centralized app that streamlines food choices or menu restrictions. This quickly grew into a much broader topic of how do people seek out restaurants and what factors go into a hungry individual's decision-making process.
And who do you believe your intended users are?
Our intended users are anyone seeking out a meal. That can be as broad as someone uncertain where to eat, to as specific as a person who can only eat gluten-free pasta cooked in a kitchen that doesn't deal with shellfish or peanuts. Our app can be built out to accommodate the hardest diets. For example, keto diets, paleo, vegan, dairy-free, or anything else. Our app can also be built to be as inclusive as possible.
What did you learn from your paper prototype that impacted your next design?
So our initial design began, as you said, with a paper prototype. This was a fast and easy way to get participants to provide feedback on the type of functionality they expected from FoodScan app. With some users' feedback contradicting others, we had to build out and condense their expectations into the most effective features for the next design. This included, but was not limited to, individual search functionality, a personalized bio page, and a map coupled with restaurant ratings and menus. In short, the paper prototype was an efficient transition to a better wireframe.
So, what were the results of your clickable wireframe?
These results were insightful into how users expect to operate the app versus how we expected them to engage with the application. Some users expected an app similar to Yelp or Grubhub, which doesn't display dietary restrictions but rather garners interest based on restaurant type and rating. To better understand user perspective, we created around 15 extensive frames for users to navigate between. In doing so, we gained valuable feedback based on specific frames users engaged with. This eventually resulted in a cleaner, more inclusive, and easy-to-use prototype.
So, in conclusion, what did you learn from literature research and user testing?
So from our literature research, we learned that users are a very diverse group in the type of searching they do when utilizing a food or dietary restrictions app. And by that, we sort of mean that some users search with no particular interest in mind, while other users know exactly what type of food they wish to eat, but require information about whether or not such food is safe for them to eat. With that thought still on the table, I wanted to include the research that we did into user interaction and UI design and how it enabled us to both cater to categories of users while still enabling common users to use the app easily and happily. From all our research, we realized that people are willing to use the dietary restriction app if it also caters to those with less allergies. So this is our app, FoodScan. So we go ahead and we go into login screen. We see that we both have a sign up and an account. Currently, I don't have an account, so I'm going to go ahead and sign up. As I enter my personal information for a login later, you see I am Kanye West, so I'm going to go ahead and log on in. Now, I'm hungry because it's currently lunchtime, so we're going to go ahead and look for some burgers. As the map pops up, we're going to go ahead and look for In-N-Out after clicking on the map's location. And given that I wanted a burger, we're going to look at the ingredients as well as the allergies that it is free from. Now we're going to go ahead and go on to our personal app and add some restrictions to food items that we currently cannot eat.